What's up, guys? Yesterday, Russell Westbrook went off. Aaron Rodgers drama got more intense, or we're trying to make it more intense. Nothing probably even happened. And people are questioning, are the Lakers back? Let's get into it.
This is real life, little home, that's why I stayed down. I done came up off that boy, look what I made now.
All right, so let's start off with the Russell Westbrook stuff. So Russell went for, here's his stat line here. He went for 14 points, 21 rebounds, 24 assists with a 62% field goal percentage. Absolutely crazy. Great game by him. We should be talking right now about, kudos, like good for Russell Westbrook for balling out like that. But people are being so stupid about it. All of a sudden, it's like this huge thing because of his coach, Scott Brooks, who came out and said that he thinks Russell Westbrook is the second best point guard in NBA history behind Magic, which is absolutely stupid, okay? Absolutely ridiculous. Why do I have to get on here and trash Russell Westbrook after a great game like that? Like, the Wizards are not good. He went and balled out. It should just be all praise. I shouldn't have to talk about any of this stuff. But people like Scott Brooks and honestly just people everywhere just start saying this nonsense. He's not even the best point guard still playing currently. Let's take James Harden out of the conversation because James Harden would definitely be above him. But we'll put James Harden at a shooting guard. Chris Paul took over his Oklahoma City Thunder team when they were trying to tank. Russell Westbrook left and went to Houston. Chris Paul took over, and they had a better winning percentage with Chris Paul. Russell Westbrook goes out for these crazy stats and everything, and I mean, his teams are rarely good anymore. They're usually like just good enough to make the playoffs. This year, they're the 10th seed in the East, so not the the Wizards are struggling. But in the past, with the Thunder and the Rockets, he'll go off for these crazy stats and everything, and his team barely makes the playoffs, and they don't do anything in the playoffs. And everyone keeps talking about how amazing he is. And I'm not here to trash him. If you can do your thing, do your thing. But I mean, the reality is, who really cares if your point guard gets 21 rebounds? That's not what wins games. They're usually, if your point guard is getting rebounds, that means he's not the first one back on defense. And again, I'm not trying to trash Russ right here. Maybe that's just the way the Wizards want to play it. But the Wizards aren't winning games. He goes up for this crazy stat line, and then we say stuff like he's the second best point guard ever. Again, you have to exclude LeBron. I'm okay with you not counting LeBron James as a point guard because he sometimes is and sometimes isn't. But I wouldn't consider him a career point guard. But Chris Paul is still playing, and he is obviously better than Russell Westbrook. So that's what happened. Again, I don't mean to trash Russell Westbrook once he has a good game. We should give him credit for a game like this. I'm just saying it's been proven in the past that Russell Westbrook's triple-double mentality does not result in wins. It's just it doesn't do it. And he's not the second best point guard of all time. He is probably the second best point guard playing today if you take out a bunch of people as point guards and move them to shooting guards. But that's what happened. That's what people are going to be talking about. And if people bring it up, just trash them because he's not the second best of all time. He's not even close to the second best of all time. Next, I want to move over here actually real fast. I want to jump over here, talk about the Lakers-Nuggets game. So Lakers-Nuggets, LeBron sat this game, but Jamal Murray for the Nuggets has a torn ACL, so he's out, the rest of the season. So it kind of evened things up. After this game, a bunch of Anthony Davis and Lakers fans were talking about how the Lakers are back. I don't know that you can say that after beating a Jamal Murray-less Denver Nuggets team, but I do think it was a very good sign for Lakers fans because Anthony Davis did have 25 points. He had a block at the end to win the game or seal the win. So I think that this is a good sign for the Lakers. Things are gearing up. Things are looking better for them. They needed something like that because Anthony Davis has not looked like himself recently. But it's really all going to come down to Anthony Davis needs to be consistently like that once the playoffs hit, and LeBron James needs to be back to where he was before his injury. So I guess we'll see what happens there. now let's go back to these tweets. I said, actually, real quick before we get to the Aaron Rodgers stuff, Carmelo Anthony moved up to the 10th all time on the NBA scorers list. It's crazy. He entered the league at the same time as LeBron, but it feels like Carmelo Anthony's like 60 and LeBron's like 25. But he stuck around. He still is like a valuable part of the Trailblazers. So congrats to Carmelo Anthony for doing that, moving up to the 10th all time. Now let's jump over to the Packers. So this Packers drama is still going on. Aaron Rodgers wants out. Aaron Rodgers wants the GM fired. All of this crap is going around. People are trying to figure out what's true and what isn't. I will say AJ Hawk went on the Pat McAfee show, or he is a host of the Pat McAfee show. But I love the Pat McAfee show, so I watch it, every chance I can get. So he's on there every day. But this weekend, he was hanging out at the Kentucky Derby with Aaron Rodgers. Obviously, they're really good friends. They played together and everything. So he's not just going to like give away all the stuff that Aaron Rodgers is planning. And it sounded like they tried to avoid the conversation because Aaron knows that AJ would be in a tough position if he knew this stuff. So I don't think he knew much anyway. But he was just saying, from what he felt from just being around Aaron, he's like, there's no way he's going to retire because he loves the game too much. And the rumors that Aaron Rodgers won't come back if Aaron Gutekunst is not fired. He said he doesn't believe that. He doesn't think that Aaron Rodgers created this ultimatum, but he didn't know. He didn't really, he was like, I avoided that. I just don't think that anything like that has come out from the Rodgers camp. But then this receiver for the Packers, Jake Kumaro, who apparently Aaron Rodgers was really close with and liked, and he thought there was potential there. They released him so they could keep some of the players that they drafted or just recently signed. And apparently Aaron Rodgers was very upset about this. And this, people can talk about Aaron Rodgers being petty, but this has got to be the Packers being petty. This guy, you got to pay him like $600,000. And if Aaron Rodgers wants this person to be around, you should pay $600,000 for it. Like, I get that Aaron Rodgers can be or seems petty at sometimes, but that's ridiculous. Like, you have to give something to the guy. You never draft an offensive player. The only time they've drafted an offensive player in the first round since 2012 was his replacement, Jordan Love. So they keep doing these things to him. And then little things like this, that if he wanted him, like any other team would sign this guy in a heartbeat if it meant Aaron Rodgers was going to be happy being with them. Like, I bet he gets picked up so fast. But people are talking about, so he's either going to stay with the Packers. The Denver Broncos look like the second biggest target right now for Aaron Rodgers. And then Vegas had the Raiders at 3. I think this is interesting. I don't know. This would be like trading drama for drama. So I don't know if either team would be interested in it. But I think it'd be interested if the Seahawks and the Packers started talking, because both of them had big quarterback drama. Why don't you just trade and see if they're happy in the other person's shoes? And you don't really have like a downgrade in talent either way. So that's just something, again, it's super drama filled. Maybe they just want to avoid the drama, but I think it'd be interesting. So that's most of the news there. Let's go down and look. I'll just go through these scores real fast here so you can see whoever it is that you want to see, and then we'll go look at the standings here. This hasn't updated for some reason. Philadelphia's won 44 games, but Jazz are leading in the West right now. Suns second. We got Philadelphia up by a game, actually, because they have 44 wins now. So Philadelphia, then Brooklyn, Milwaukee. This is what it's looking like over there. And the NBA play-in tournament starts in 14 days, so we're looking forward to it. Thanks for being a busy fan. Thanks for checking us out, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.